Okay, today's project is to get this Husqvarna 970 Rider running again. The problem we have with it is that when you go to start it, that's all you get. So the gear on the starter is stripped, and at the same time I guess I'm going to go ahead and check the ring gear on the flywheel to make sure it's not stripped also. Starter's buried in down here behind the battery, so I'm going to have to start by removing the battery, remove the starter, and I'm also going to remove this upper shroud up here to check the gears on the flywheel. Alright, let's get started. You don't want to make it fun to get into the starter. Got this bracket welded in place. Okay guys, an impact driver makes this so much easier. If you try to get it with a ratchet, trying to hold this down, it's just so much more difficult. Electric impact, air impact, so much nicer. See how easy that was? Alright guys, this is not going to hurt the crank in any way. Some people says it will, but it doesn't. Usually you can just whack them on the top, one hit, prying up, and they pop off. Well, plan B. All right, let's take a look. All right, Briggs and Strarton, for whatever reason, they used plastic. I don't know if you can see that, but the teeth, where'd you go? The teeth right here on the starter gear, it's plastic, and they are worn all the way down. And the gear on the flywheel also is plastic, and you can see here there's a plastic tooth, and all the way around different areas you have either the teeth worn completely off or down. Yeah, all the way through here, all the teeth all the way through here is worn completely down. There's nothing left, hardly anything left of them teeth. So I mean, I don't know why they used plastic on it, but having said that, this tractor is a 1998 and it is 2000, so I guess it did last quite a while. But I'm gonna have to order a new gear for that and for the starter. Okay guys, it's about 2 weeks later. Parts came in, picked them up off of eBay. I think it was like $27 plus shipping. But it's brand new aluminum ring gear to replace the plastic. Comes with all the hardware, and it even comes with a new starter gear on it. Now there's two types of gears. Well, you have a plastic gear and you have a metal starter gear. And with this kit, if you starter that you currently have has a metal gear on it, you need to replace it with the plastic. The plastic is a 16 tooth gear. The metal ones are a 14 tooth, so that won't line up with the ring gear. It comes with all the installation hardware. You got a little C-clip in there. There's a split pin, and what that's for, there's two different options for two different starters and the way that the appendix drive attaches to it. So they give you both of them. Got you covered. Alright, so the next thing I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and grind down these rivets with a grinder. Knock these pins out, and then we'll be able to install our new ring gear with the hardware included. Alright, so now I got those ground off. The issue I ran into is the disc was a little bit too big to get inside here. So I got in as far as I could. I even changed the disc and put a disc on there and put one that was wore out, but it still wasn't quite enough. So that's why I had to use the chisel and knock the rest of that off. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take a punch, and I'm going to drive these rivets out. That didn't work out too well, did it? It's knocking out. I don't really have the right size punch, but we'll get it. If this holds up, I might have to go get a new punch. Guess I gotta go get a new punch. Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, there you go. There is the old worn out ring gear. You can see the teeth here completely gone. I'm not sure how well that shows up, but these teeth here are completely gone. Through here is missing. So out with the old, we'll get the new one on. I'll get this cleaned up, get the new one installed, and get her back on. Alright, all we gotta do is just line up the holes on the new one. It only goes in one way. You got these tabs which will fit down in here. Just line your holes up. Drop in your screw supply. And comes with little lock nuts. And then we'll just tighten them down. Neighbor's over there power washing his house into January. That's a noise you hear. Little electric power washer. Alright guys, that's all there is. The new one's installed. There's your old one. Now all I gotta do is change the gear on the starter and get this all back installed on the mower. Alright, the starter gear is can be a little bit tricky. I mentioned earlier about the two different type of retainers on the Bendix drive. This one here has a little C-clip down in here. The other style just has the pin that you drive out that goes through here, but you can see this gear pretty much shot, chewed down, worn out on the inside. So let me get you in the stand. I'm going to go ahead and just knock this down, use a little pair of pliers, side cutters, and a little screwdriver, and let's see if we can get that removed. Just going to use this socket right over the top one. Just give it a whack and try to loosen that up. Let's see if I can push that down in there. Get under it. Get it up a little bit. Like I said, they do make a tool for this, Briggs and Strarton. There's an install tool and a removal tool, but they're quite expensive. You'll have about close to $90 invested in it, and to do it one time, it really isn't worth purchasing. Although trade-off is you gotta mess around with this thing, and it isn't necessarily the easiest to get it off. Not sure why, but my camera kind of shut off on me just before I got that retaining clip off. But there's just a little spring washer, spring, and the cat that goes on there, and then your gear kind of comes off the Bendix drive. And this Bendix drive, it's not the best, but I think it'll be okay. It's kind of chewed up right around here, but I don't have that part. I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and reuse that because I think these are quite expensive, and honestly I don't feel like waiting to order a new one. But if it goes, then I'll tear it back apart and put another one on. Well, I think I got a spare starter out there anyway, out in the chicken coop. Now the new gear, I don't know if it's showing up, there's kind of flutes up at the top. That goes to the top side, helps to engage. In fact, it says top side up. Can't go wrong with that. Get our spring washer, our spring, and the cat. I probably should have took a file around that there. So now all that's left to do is get it reinstalled back onto the mower, get her flywheel put back on, and get her cranked up. Alright, let's get the starter back on. Your wire coming down from your starter here for the battery charger, it fits underneath of this, and you want to make sure you don't get it pinched. Alright, I also have a new air filter. Obviously this one here looks like it's seen better days. Definitely seen better days. This battery box, I tell you, it is in the way. There we go. Bunch of geese flying over there, they are noisy. I think I said earlier that this engine, that ring gear had lasted to 2000. I meant 2020. It's not, that ring gear wasn't 2 years old, it was 22 years old. I think I misspoke. And the negative. All right, guys. What do you say we turn the key and see what happens? Starter works good. there you go, guys. New ring gear, new gear on the starter. Starts good, and then, you know, it's kind of fun to do this stuff. If you would have took it somewhere, it probably would have cost you, I don't know, $150, $200 plus parts. So it's good, it runs. Hopefully it'll last another couple good years. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe. See ya.